Noon, and they threw 20 hits and 18 runs against the Red Sox. Seems like it's probably about, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. Yep, Buck Showalter and the White Sox, both these teams came out to practice yesterday here at Camden Yards. 3-ball, 2-strike count on De Aza, and the pitch will be fouled back again. Will all these souvenirs still be in the stands 10 days from now when the Orioles return back home for their next home game? Could be a lot of baseballs around the ballpark.
Well, you have a couple of scouts behind home plate, and that's it.
Yep, that's it.
And you can see Samardzija. He does not want to walk De Aza. And again,
people have stolen bases against Samardzija and make it an opportunity to do so right here.
Yeah, take a look at the defense, and there is no such thing for defense behind a walk. Cabrera, Eaton, and Garcia. Gillespie, Ramirez, Johnson, Micah Johnson, a rookie, and then Abreu for a big guy, a home run hitter, pretty adept at fielding at first, and then Giovanni Soto will be at least initially doing the catching. Flowers, another catcher that was in the original lineup on Monday night.
Jimmy Paredes. I'm sorry, foul back. We broadcast in the broadcast booth. We're close. We're right next to each other. So the WGN broadcast for the White Sox is to my left, and Ken Harrelson, the Hawk, over there with Steve Stone. Stone's already complaining he can hear me over there, so I'm going to talk louder than ever. Paredes with the 0-1 count, and the pitch will be taken away. Paredes, of course, red hot. He comes in with a 3-game hit streak. He is 8 for 15. On this homestand for the Orioles. He's had 2 home runs, 4 runs scored, and 7 RBIs during this limited homestand.
Yeah, and he's hit hits to all parts of the ballpark. And home runs to left field, home runs to right field, breaking ball home run the other day for Justin Masterson, who pitched a pretty good game for the Red Sox. And, a 2-run home run in Toronto, you throw it, and it doesn't mean he's a switch hitter, so it doesn't really matter if he's hitting left-handed or right-handed. I mean, like you said, just scalding hot.
Yep. 2 for 4 stealing bases, De Aza. That's a reason for Samardzija's attention over there. Samardzija does not hold base runners well. There are already 4 out of 5 stealing bases against him this year. Runner not going here. That'll go to first. Tag play. Nope. Got to go back to first. And not in time. So he will reach, and they're both safe. There's a break for the Orioles. Coming across was Beckham. And on the play at second base, he did a little bit of the Olay play and did not get on it.
Yeah, Ramirez, he's a tall guy. And, Abreu's thinking, all right, not even close right there. He's thinking, am I going to tag the bag? But then it would have been a difficult throw because of the angle. Right there, he's thinking of throwing. Then he does throw. I thought he was just going to go over and tag the bag. So the angle of the runner really changes everything. Maybe if you're left-handed, you get the ball, quickly get it, but a very difficult play for a right-handed first baseman.
Now the error is going to be charged on the throw by Abreu. So that'll put De Aza down at second base. Paredes on at first base, and the Orioles get a chance here with Delmon Young hitting third in the lineup. He's got a 3-game hit streak coming into the ball game. Delmon too's been tagging it. That'll go to center, charging. Eaton can't get it. Try for the force at second base. That will not be in time, and the Orioles have loaded him up. So Young continues his hot streak, and the Orioles, with nobody out first inning, have him covered.
Yeah, Adam Eaton playing very deep. The Red Sox played Delmon Young. You can see right there he's over in left center by only a step. So right there, can't get to it. Tries to get the force at second. The base running by Jimmy Paredes, so he'll load him up.
So the Orioles get a great chance here to the chant of "Let's Go O's" from the fans outside the ballpark, and Adam Jones will stand in. Jones coming in with a 4-game hit streak overall. He's got an 8-game hit streak going against these White Sox. 14 for his last 34 against the White Sox, including 3 home runs and an 8-game hit streak against them. And he's got a chance here with the bases loaded and only 0 up there in the outs department.
Yeah, so Samardzija, Jeff, goes to another, dials it up a little bit. 93, hardest, most velocity he's had.
Ball put up in the air to right field. This should get a run in. Garcia's there, will make the catch. Throw will come into the cutoff man, and no play anywhere. Sac fly. So Adam Jones gets it done as he delivers the sac fly for the Orioles. Boy, they've been using that this year. That's his 19th RBI. He leads the Orioles and is among the top 5 in the American League in runs batted in.
Yeah, so he chases early on in the count, and what we've seen Adam do is he's willing to see more pitches. Again, Scott Coolbaugh on for the as the hitting instructor. Every day they take batting practice. Man on third, get a ball in the air, and that's exactly what Adam does.
Now runners on at first and third. Brady's able to tag up, move over to third base. Young's still on at first. Chris Davis will go after the first pitch, and he will foul it back. Adam now with 19 RBIs, tied for 4th in the American League. Nelson Cruz the leader with 21, and Jones with 19. So Adam getting it done. The Orioles get on the board. Orioles have not lost to these White Sox in the last 6 games played against them. Last year they were 5-1 against the White Sox. Buck Showalter's team looking for their 10th win. A victory here today would get them back to 500. They are 3 games out in the American League East coming into today's play.
Yeah, Chris Davis 3 hits on Sunday. One of them a home run over the center field fence.
1-1 delivery, and he got a hold of that one. It is deep. Will it stay fair? And goodbye, home run. Chris Davis delivers a 3 RBI homer as he puts it out beyond the flag pavilion, and he is red hot at the plate for the Orioles. That's his 5th home run, and he's got 16 batted in.
Gary, I was talking to Don Cooper, the pitching coach. He was down behind the batting cage early today, and he said, well, Samardzij's come up with another changeup, and that was it. He's got a splitter. A splitter when thrown well. We see Miguel Gonzalez for the Orioles do it all the time. It has a lot of movement. That was a changeup that stayed belt high. The Orioles lead by 4.
So the Orioles are getting to Samardzij. There's a base hit going to the gap by Manny Machado. He'll make the turn, eaten up with it. Here's the throw coming into second off the mark, and it's a stand-up double for Machado. And Samardzij not fooling anyone.
No, take a look. Again, Chris Davis is just trying to get a ball in the air. So here it looks like a changeup. It stays in the middle of the plate. It speeds up the bat.
Strange sound, isn't it?
Well, it really is. And it reminds me of the old ballpark here. Memorial Stadium had metal seats. And when you hit a home run and there weren't any people, you could hear it land. Not a good sound if you were pitching that day.
No. Here's Everett Cabrera, and he will swing through it for a strike. So the Orioles, Manny Machado on at second base. 4 runs in, 4 runs, 3 hits here in the first inning. The leadoff walk to De Aza has crossed. And now, opportunity here for the Orioles to add another.
Well, 2 shots to get the 5th run in. They had 2 6-run innings on Sunday. They won in a matter of 1 day. They went to, at least at that point, Kansas City, because they played more games. But they went from probably, about 15 runs all the way to the top. They now, with 104 runs, make it now 108 runs, lead the American League.
That's a fair ball that's going to go into the corner. Chase down deep at the 333 mark. That will score Manny Machado. It is a double for Cabrera and an RBI, and the Orioles pouring it on here early in the ball game. First inning and a 5-0 lead.
Well, doubles and singles, they're taking exactly where they were on Sunday with, again, 20 runs or 18 runs, 20 hits. Looks like a splitter that stays up. And then Cabrera, he's just a contact hitter. Cabrera can't get it. The other Cabrera out in left field, and it inside the line. So now the Orioles with 5 runs here in the top of the bottom of the first inning.
Don Cooper, pitching coach, with a very quick visit to the mound as Cabrera ends up at second base. There is Cooper with Samardzij getting tagged here already for 5 runs on 4 hits. He has no record against the Orioles. Only the second game he's ever pitched against the O's. And the pitch will be taken on the inside corner for a strike. Here is Caleb Joseph with a great 311 mark, a home run, and 4 RBIs on the year. Orioles coming in hitting .301 with runners in scoring position, 3rd best in the league. He will pop that one up down the line, and that'll be out of play. I promised Caleb Joseph we were going to get this on the air the next game he caught, because there are certain things that divide a season that make you strong. For Caleb Joseph, it was the birth of Walker Everett Joseph, first baby for the family. Before, he hit 207, since then 311, and his comment was, baby's gotta eat, and baby's gonna eat some more. Another base hit into right field. Coming around to score Cabrera, there'll be no play at the plate, and Caleb Joseph picks up a single and an RBI. That'll be RBI number 5 on the season for the Oriole catcher.
And Jeff Sabars is wondering what is going on. They've hit him hard, they've hit him soft right there. But what's your approach? I mean, inside out. I mean, last year Caleb would probably have pulled that ball, might have popped it up. Nice effort by Johnson at second, but he can't quite reach it. And the Orioles get their 6th run here in the first inning.
So the Orioles have just found no reason to stop doing what they were doing on Sunday.
Well, how about playing 9 innings and you have 3 6-run innings?
Yeah.
They didn't even play 9. You know, so I'm talking about 8 on Sunday, where they had the 18 runs and 20 hits. And what did great line on Monday about momentum? Delman Young says it's when you go to sleep. That's when momentum ends. In other words, that's why maybe some ball players don't sleep a lot. And then Buck Showalter said, momentum, Jim Leland line, 1987, is only as good as the next day's starter.
Exactly. Or in this case, the next day's starting lineup.
Yeah.
Runner on at first base, still only 1 away. That ball will be put on down the line. You see it coming over. That's a long run, and it will be caught. Outstanding catch made out there in right field, and a long way to go. Garcia got there, hauled it in, and the runner will go back to first base.
Yeah, he's a big guy, and comes out of the Tiger organization. Nice play. I mean, just think, if you're a defensive play for the White Sox, and I mean, here you are, that ball just would have been called foul, but you've been standing out there, and now all of a sudden you get a chance to make a play, and that was outstanding.
So the Orioles, as they did on Sunday, are going to bat around here as we go back to the top of the order. Alejandro De Aza started this with a walk. 2 down now with a runner on at first base. On Sunday, the Orioles batted around twice in that game against Boston. They sent 10 to the plate in the 3rd inning, and they did that again in the 7th inning. And here is the 10th batter of the at-bat here in the 1st inning of this game. Off-speed delivery, and that'll be in there for a strike, and even it up at 1-1. And Samaj has had obviously a 30-pitch inning here, long inning, with all these Oriole bats ringing out.
But a lot of strikes. It's not like he's wild. I mean, he's made some bad pitches. He's been a little unlucky.
White Sox will have to get their bullpen active here immediately. Carroll up in the bullpen for them. There is Scott Carroll. As the White Sox actually benefited a little bit from the layoff. They had to play a suspended game and then a regular game against Kansas City at home. That's going to be another base hit. De Aza's on with a single. Turn at second. He'll stay. Eaton will get him back in. And the Orioles keep it up. So De Aza's been up twice in the inning and reached both times, once via the walk and once with a single. And that is hit number 6.
Robin Ventura, the skipper of the White Sox, looking on because, as we mentioned, they've been playing well. And scoring runs, pitching well, very, very good bullpen. In fact, Dave Robertson got the win and the save in that suspended game, and then the second game where they came from behind with a 5-run 5th inning.
The Orioles 4 for 4 with runners in scoring position. That'll go to second base. Johnson is up with it. Play on Paredes, and that will do it here in the inning. But what an inning it was for the Orioles. 6 runs on 6 hits, including this long home run, good for 3 ribbies by Chris Davis, number 5 on the season.